guys, it's Mad Dolls, and in today's video I will be making my very own custom Shadow Ghouls Abby Abominable doll. So I got this extra creep reduction Abby that I decided to turn into my favorite Monster High dolls that never got made, which is the Shadow Ghouls from 13 Wishes. They were everybody's favorites. They were like the evil versions of like the ghouls, but it was like their shadows. It was really cool and really complicated, and 13 Wishes is like the best Monster High movie ever. So I started painting her accessories black, and I wanted to reuse everything that she came with to not really waste anything. So I decided that I could pull these strings off of her dress, and I could, and I did, because all they are like held in by is like with a little knot. So I just used my force and I pulled them out because I want to use them for later, because I kind of want her to look exactly-ish same to the like reference, if that makes sense, and to her regular version that's like not evil. Now this part on the top was sewn in, but that was the only part of the strings that are actually sewn into the dress. Like the rest is just like knotted on the other side. So here are the two strings finally out of the dress, and I decided, of course, to paint them black to go with her creeperific, spooktastic style, I guess. And yes, I am using a paper towel. All right, don't judge me. I was at my dorm room, all right, people, so I kind of had to use what I had around. But now I'm like a total paper plate fan. It is like so much easier to do it on a paper plate and then just like reuse that paper plate 9 million times. But I did reuse these paper towels 9 million times. So I was painting her shoes black, and then I also wanted to paint all her accessories kind of like spooky colors. So I decided to do like the little key that she comes with in black, but then her little like pursy pouchy wallet thing, I just did like the outside edges black and like the little button to do like just the details and ignore the paint that's literally all over my hands. I'm a messy artist, all right? I'm a very hands-on artist. So this was the little purse pouch thing, I guess, all done with the black paint. And then of course I had to do the little button, so there I am doing the little itty-bitty tiny button. One of my favorite things about Monster High is their colors and their color palettes. So here I am mixing some purples and some grays to kind of get that really weird, muted, gross, like gray purple color that the Shadow Abby like has. So this is me just painting her earrings that color. Now I think I ended up though using like a different earring for her because she has two of the same ones, but I just kept the snowflake for a later date. And of course I painted her little necklace because Abby always has to be wearing her necklace to keep the like temperature around her cold, which is like one of my favorite fun facts. So she has to keep the necklace. So then I removed her face up, and it was time to start drawing the one that I wanted. Now I wanted this doll to look more movie accurate because the dolls look very different from their like movie counterparts. So I wanted her to look, of course, super evil and much more closer to how she looks like in the Monster High movies. And like always, I want the dolls that I kind of customize to look like they could be mass produced. Like I am not making these to look like crazy in-depth, oh my goodness, like sculptures. I want them to look like I bought this doll at the store, if that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like they fit more with my collection when they look like that. So here I am doing my favorite part, which is painting her nails, that gross weird purple that is like spooky-tastic. This is so relaxing. Painting their little nails is everything. And of course I have to add on her little like fangs. This is always the hardest part though. Like the Monster High fangs are so itty bitty, but then so many characters have them and you don't realize just how many have them until you are customizing. And I also got this really great, it's like an iridescent top coat, but each of them come in different colors. So this is the purple iridescent top coat, and I am using that for all of her purple scare accessories, if you would like to say. So I put it on her lips, her nails, literally everything that you see that is purple on her, I used this like glitter on top of it, but it's not even glitter. It's just like iridescent deliciousness goodness that looks mass produced. Like, it looks so good. So over top of her black boots, I am just adding all these little purple details everywhere to kind of just like tie everything together very nicely, I guess. Color palette. So then I went in and I added some chalk pastels to make like eyeshadow. Now, I did this for my Harley Quinn doll, and I'm doing this for Abby, but I stopped doing it after this point. I don't know if I like it or not, so you guys let me know down below if you prefer like the chalk pastel eyeshadow or the actual like painted on eyeshadow, because when I do the chalk pastels, it feels more custom and not really mass produced, if that makes sense, but I like the look of it. So here I finished her face up, and I loved her one eye and I hated the other. But now that I'm looking back at it, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, it's looking in a little bit of a different direction, but like, I was a little too hard on myself at this moment in time, because like, it's fine. Like, girl, it was okay-ish, but I am a perfectionist, so I needed it to be perfect. And this happens like almost every time. It happened when I did my Harley custom. It happened with this Abby one. I just be struggling. Like, I get one eye perfect, and then the other one is just a nightmare. And to get it exactly the same is so hard. So I did figure out how to use the watercolor pencils, and I love them. They are so awesome. I just have to figure out kind of how to get them sharper. If you guys know, let me know down below. So then I went in with some acrylic white paint to just do like the base of the eye. And then I did all the rest with paint, like her iris and of course her catch lights, which is also like my favorite part of doll customizing. It just brings it all together and makes it look so cutie and gorgeous. And this part is so relaxing. Like, it's a little nerve-wracking because it's like, ooh, I have to make sure this is like perfect. But like, when I'm doing it, I have no thoughts. There are no thoughts in my brain at all. Like, it is so chill, and I just get to be, and it is awesome. So this is me just doing like the finishing touches of her beautiful face up, I guess. And then I went ahead and I ordered some hair from Shimmerlocks. As always, I got this really cool gray and purple, and I just rooted that in to the hair that she already had and the plugs that already existed. And that was so much easier than a full reroute. I have to say, I did cheat a little. And then of course I boiled it, and it fogged up my camera immediately. So I had this really cool neon paint that was like perfect for her dress. So I cut off the fluff at the top of her dress, and I added literally all this paint. It took a very long time, a very, very, very long time, but it turned out like pretty accurate to the movie. So I'm like, okay, that's good. It looks accurate. So I, of course, put it on our doll, and I did put these bracelets on her arms to make her more movie accurate, but then I ended up not liking them. And like, you'll see why at the end. I don't love them. So then, of course, now a difference that the movie Abby's like outfit has is that her dress has straps. So I just hot glued some straps onto the dress over her shoulder to make it more movie accurate. And at this point, I was going for full accuracy, but then I do diverge at the end, just slightly, just very slightly. So yeah, I'm just hot gluing it on. Hot glue and Fabri-Tac are the best things ever invented on planet Earth, ever. I love them so much. So yeah, this is just me hot gluing. Remember, hot glue is really hot. Don't touch it, please. Get like one of those little finger protectors like I was using before. Like, look at it, it's so cute. It's from the dollar store. It is $1. Use them. They're the best thing ever in the world ever. And then it was time to add on her fluff. I got this black fluff on Amazon. It was really cheap, which is nice, but it's really fluffy and really nice, like her original doll. The Creep Reduction uses very, very cheap fabric. This is more accurate to her very first original doll, not the creep reduction. Like, this is some nice, good quality fur, like Abby Abominable deserves. So then I made some matching leg warmers, and I wanted them to be huge. Like, I wanted this silhouette to, like, go hard. And then, of course, I added on some, like, stud jewels to the tops of the leg warmers, which, this is where I kind of diverge. I'm pretty sure she has, like, spikes, but I was like, ooh, jewels would kind of be cuter. I'm not gonna lie, jewels are cuter. So I added the jewels because they're adorable. So I did it. I just used some Fabri-Tac to hold them on, and I used my Barbie tweezers. So here she is, Miss Shadow Ghouls Abby Abominable, all done. I am so happy with how she turned out. I really, really like her. I did get rid of the bracelets because I liked the fluff of her arm warmers a lot more. But let me know who else I should make and what you think of Miss Abby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, follow me on all my other social medias, and check out my Whatnot link for $15 off your first purchase, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!